ladies, what the fuck is happening? I am here tonight on the show, and tonight on the show, I am here to make the video about the Dallas Cowboys hiring new head coach Mike McCarthy. Wow, so very fast. I believe what less than 5 days ago, they fired Jason Garrett, and reportedly they met this weekend with Mike McCarthy Saturday Sunday, and an article actually came out today before the hiring that Dallas Cowboys were interested in an NFL head coach with experience. So they right away they ruled out the assistant coaches and the young assistant coaches or college coaches like Urban Meyer and Lincoln Riley. So it was very interesting because right away in the morning they came out with the article and said Dallas Cowboys are looking for a head coach with NFL experience. And then a few hours later, Mike McCarthy was hired. So very interesting move here. I did come on here and say when Jason Garrett was fired a few nights ago that Mike McCarthy was a top 3 candidate. I was surprised how fast it happened though. I thought for sure there would be a lot more talks. I think they only interviewed like 2 or 3 guys. Marvin Lewis and I believe Jeff Fisher. I don't know if they interview him, but I know he was a possibility because they were looking from the start. They were looking for guys with NFL head coaching experience. So the 3 guys they were interested in were Jeff Fisher, Marvin Lewis, and Mike McCarthy. I believe they interviewed Marvin Lewis and Mike McCarthy. They were interested in Jeff Fisher, but they never interviewed him. So very interesting here how fast this shit went down. It seemed like Jerry Jones knew what he wanted right away. He wanted a head coach with experience, and right away I think he got the best possible candidate when it comes to a head coach with experience in Mike McCarthy. I don't think there's nobody available better with a head coaching experience than Mike McCarthy. The problem is here, one is that Mike McCarthy has never been in. He's more of a pass quarterback, pass-friendly offense, more like an Andy Reid. So it's going to be interesting to see here how he uses Ezekiel Elliott. I can see that being a problem where maybe sometimes he does not use, maybe on 3rd and 3, instead of handing it off to Ezekiel Elliott, he throws it because he's always been more of a pass-friendly guy. So that's the first thing too. He's never been in top 3. I beg your pardon, in top 10 and running and rushing. So that is going to be interesting to see how does he struggle using Ezekiel Elliott at times because he's such known for being a pass-friendly offensive system. The other thing you look at right away is here he kind of has that Phil Jackson thing where you had all these great players, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Hall of Famers. Both of them are Hall of Famers. Now you go back to more of an average quarterback here, a top 10, top 15 quarterback. And Dak Prescott, how do? You actually have to coach him. You actually have to continue to develop Prescott, I think, where you have Brett Favre was completely developed by the time Mike McCarthy got to Green Bay, and Aaron Rodgers was pretty much you had to develop Aaron Rodgers, but he's so damn talented where, you know what I mean? It's going to be the first time where he might not have Dak Prescott could still be a Hall of Famer, but right now he's not, obviously. He's only in year 4. So it's like that Phil Jackson thing where, you had Shaq, Michael Jordan, Kobe. That was the thing with Phil Jackson. How would he do with average players? This is the thing right here. Mike McCarthy, how is he going to do with an average quarterback? He's always had a Hall of Famer quarterback. So those are the 2 best things I look at right there. How good can Mike McCarthy coach Dakota Prescott? Because that's what you're in here for. One, to put discipline. Jason Garrett was a pushover. One thing you got to put your foot down, and you got to tell the players, shut the fuck up. I'm the Lord that runs the yard. And you listen to me. Here are the rules. And if you don't, it's me or the highway. There's a door. Get the hell out of here if you're not going to listen to my rules. And 2, to develop Dak Prescott. That is what you're bringing it in. Mike McCarthy for those 2 things, to put discipline and to continue to develop Dak Prescott. So we're going to see here how good of a coach he is because, it was easy when it comes to trying to develop. Obviously, like I said, Brett Favre was his own quarterback. He was probably a Hall of Famer by the time Mike McCarthy got to Green Bay. And Aaron Rodgers, yes, he drafted him. He actually, never mind, he didn't even draft him. He drafted Alex Smith in San Francisco as the offensive coordinator. But by the time he got there, he had to develop him. But when it's like Cleveland saying that getting credit for developing LeBron James. Those guys are so talented; they kind of develop them naturally. So now you really have to develop a quarterback for the first time. You probably have an average quarterback to compare to the Hall of Famers you had in Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. So it is going to be interesting to see how Mike McCarthy fares. And again, like I said, he's more of a pass friendly guy. Is he going to struggle at times on 3rd and 3, on 3rd and, using Ezekiel Elliott? But he's never had a running back like Ezekiel Elliott either. So that's another thing. This is by far the most talented running back he's ever had in his backfield. So there's a lot of things to look at. I like the hire. I thought it would take longer. I thought they would interview more people. But I like the hire. Like I said on a few nights ago, he's a top 3 candidate along with Lincoln Riley and Urban Meyer. But Jerry Jones said he's not interested in a college coach. Jerry Jones did not want to experiment with a young coach. So, hey, Mike McCarthy's your next football coach. We're going to see how this fares. I think, obviously, he can't be worse than Jason Garrett. We know that. So, we'll see how this shit goes. Mike McCarthy, the newest football coach in Dallas. Until next time, I'm out like a light. Holla at your boy.